So today we're gonna go to get a transmission for my BMW. Finally gonna upgrade to the ZF transmission. We got these bozos over here.
We're not getting in the fucking car anymore.
So we're an hour and 20 minutes in. We're now in Wisconsin. We're in another state.
Okay, now this is recording in a fucking clip.
So we got the transmission. I didn't want to record the dude, you know, out of respect, but yeah, we got the ZF this time. No more get trash, right?
See, if you look right here, this is where the blinker fluid goes.
Yeah, you put the blinker fluid right back here.
Yeah, right in that little hole right here. Yeah.
The blinker fluid hole.
Yeah. It'll expand once you put the blinker fluid in there. But you gotta make sure you put it in nice and slow. You want to do it in 30-second intervals. I was off by a couple more seconds.
Trying not to show the dude's address, but I just saw a random 3000 GT while we're out here in Wisconsin. And here we are, we made it home. Brand new transmission. Yep, brand new, fresh off the factory. So this Guibo looks like it's in decent condition. I mean, it's not super clean or anything. So we're gonna grab some stuff to clean it. We're gonna power wash it because it's got a little bit of this on it. He told me it was laying on its side. So that's how it got the oil leak out a little bit, because there is a vent hose on the top. But it's okay, because that's not gonna mess it up or anything. I just wanna clean it so it goes in nice. And then one thing that I got is this shifter select rod seal he said went bad. So I gotta figure out how to take that off. I think I know how to take this off. But yeah, everything looks like it's good on here. The shaft, barely any play. Hopefully this takes the same exact clutch as my car.
Welcome back to part 2.
This time, how do you stop it? Oh, there we go. So now I gotta struggle to put this thing back in the car. You have a tag stuck to your shirt or sweater. Right here. Well, send it, I guess. If I don't get your car too wet. That's why I bought the towel. Alright, so here I am in my garage. So got the two transmissions next to each other. You can see there's subtle differences to really tell. But realistically, almost the same exact transmission in shape at least. So I'm not going to have any issues that way. So one thing that we're going to do is, this is the old drive shaft. This is the new one. The only thing that's really different is the shape of these to the transmission itself. So I'm going to take this bearing off, because this bearing I just replaced recently. And I don't know anything about this bearing, how old it is, or anything like that. So I'm just going to swap the bearing over. Well, stupid me forgot that these bearings are really hard to get off, especially when they're old. And I couldn't even get the other one off. So I'm going to have to wait to do the drive shaft. But I can put the transmission in for now. I just want to get this seal off. So I got a new seal, so hopefully I can get that in, because apparently it was leaking from there, according to the guy I bought it off of. Alright, so here is the new one for the ZF transmission, and as you can see, got the bearing off, but couldn't get the bearing off the new one because I was worried about breaking it. So I ordered a new one. It'll be here in about an hour. So I'm going to use these bolts for this, but for now I'm going to test fit it. So somehow my old transmission mount just broke. I don't know how that just happens, but I have this automatic transmission mount and they look a little bit different, but the bolt here should be the same. The problem is this bolt here does not line up with this bolt here, and actually they are both smaller all the way. So I have two options. I could drill a hole, or I could weld this shut and drill a hole in the middle. Alright, so I did a pretty okay job welding it, but the problem is I can't drill through it because this is such a thick steel. So now my problem is I can't make a hole. So I'm thinking of just putting the bolt facing up and welding it on. That way I could just slide the mount on. I'll show you guys. So normally you would either slide this bolt through or slide it down, and then you put the nut on the other side. But seems like I'm gonna have to just weld it like this, then slide this on, because I have aftermarket instead of the stock ones. The stock ones you need to go through here because it's a one piece and then two little pieces of threads come out like that. So I get a little more wiggle room using these aftermarket ones. So basically if I just weld it there, I could stick this right over, should work fine. This is obviously temporary, I'm just gonna buy a new one anyway. So here I got the transmission side by side. They're both about the same all around. You can see slightly longer for the ZF. So yeah, basically stronger internals. The little differences that you can tell apart is BMW logo here. This one's a circle, and then on this side you can see it says ZF on this one. Get drag. And one more thing that is definitely different. The I think this is just reverse light switch. So when you go in reverse, switch right here. But on this one it's on the driver's side, this one's on the passenger side. Other than that, when it comes to the exterior, not too much is different. Need a bigger transmission drive shaft, I meant to say, because this one's slightly bigger, and that's about it. I mean, I've already said that. This one's showing some age, so I'm probably gonna be a good 3 or 4 months out of this. But if I'm gonna be in there already for the transmission mount, but yeah, I can see there's a lot of play in this. Unfortunately, I couldn't swap everything over. I already tried. You can see this one's missing it. One thing I really like about BMW transmissions is you can see this is just transmission, and here up is just bell housing. That they can compact it this small and still make it just as strong as Nissan's huge ass CD009. That would not fit in this, I think. So this throwout bearing probably has like maybe 5,000 miles on it. It's probably okay. So I'm just gonna throw this brake grease a little bit on here, a little bit on the contact points, and a little on the shaft. Yeah, so motherfucker broke. Trying to take it out. Now it's stuck in there forever. All right, well, I finished putting everything in, transmission, exhaust, everything, so let the car down. Sorry I didn't film like any of the putting back together. It's been 40 degrees, 30 degrees out, so just wanted to bang it out. I didn't want to spend like an extra whole day just because I wanted to film, you know. All right, I took it for a test drive. So the problem is reverse doesn't work, and neither does fifth. So I don't have all this together right now, but let's try to go in reverse. Okay, got it. Yeah, no reverse. So in order to leave, I have to let the car roll down. Thank God I live kind of like pointed up a hill. Reverse. Now listen.
Oh!
And then here's fifth.
Why are they doing that?
Because Weston just told me that because, like, see how I put it in first and I let go and it goes back?
Yeah.
It's because the shift rod that I tried to bend
Yeah.
to work, it's not the right one, so I just have to order a new one. But I can push it into gear. That's why I took all this stuff off, but I want to put it back. But I can push it into gear and still drive it.
You just have to hold it in the gear.
Yeah. Try to go up the block, hopefully nothing happens, right?
Yeah. That's a very whiny transmission.
It's whining?
You don't hear it?
Is it? So I can't even trust like leaving it in gear because it doesn't stay. I turn it. Yeah, so if you look at the shifter, that's how it's supposed to normally look. All these pieces in, so when I go in first, falls out, second, falls out, third, falls out, fourth, falls out, fifth, reverse, falls out. I noticed it's kind of like instead of like, if you think of like a Lamborghini gated shifter, it's like a straight line, and like my Get Track does a straight line, the reverse is all the way over. Shallow U is how it is, because fifth, if you look at it, to go up and towards this corner, and reverse, it's towards this corner, so it's like, and then fifth. Hope that's not first. Hope I'm accidentally putting it in reverse, maybe. I've never had transmission grind on me, like, no matter how bad of a driver. Usually it'll just be like a little tick, but it'll go into gear. This is like bad. Alright guys, it's been a few days and I don't remember where I left off, but basically first gear hits this, third gear hits this, fifth gear hits it, it won't go all the way into fifth, and it won't go all the way into reverse. So fifth and reverse do not work, but every other gear works. Before I was having an issue, I was putting it in gear and it was falling out on its own, then it fixed itself, so that's weird. Weird that the car is fixing itself, but this still isn't right. So two things is this shifter ball. I heard, I could be wrong, but I heard online that the position of that shifter ball up the shifter itself will determine the throw. And the ZF has a longer throw, so it needs a shorter shifter and a shorter linkage rod. So the shifter select rod, my bad. The shifter select rod is, can I see it? It's that rod moving back and forth right there, that brown one. So the length of that can also determine how long this throw is. So I had it, this is backwards right now. So technically this bend is supposed to be back, but I had flipped it because when I had it that far back, this was basically neutral and second and fourth were impossible. Kind of like how it's hitting this, but first and third work like this. So I have all the pieces disassembled for now. Alright guys, so I got the piece. This is from the guy that sold me the transmission. So for free, coolest dude ever. So shout out to him. He gave me the piece. So this is stock ZF. I don't remember if it's supposed to be longer or shorter, but I still think my problem's gonna end up being the shifter itself. So basically, gonna test it and see if it works, but I got the car in the air and I'll turn the flashlight on so you guys can see down here. See how easy it is to actually access this piece. So if you see how easy it is, I could just slide under and bam, right here. So it's probably hard to see, but there's the rod right there. I already took one clip off because I could reach it easy. So I could show you guys. Just removed it like that. Oh, the shifter's over there. Yeah, that's where I removed it, right here. And then I just gotta take the other side out right there. There's a clip. Wow, look at the difference. So this is the Get Track one. It was straight, but I bent it. Someone online, I think I said it already, said that if you bend it, because the ZF one has a bend, that it should work. Nope, false. You'd have to cut it and shorten it. How short? Well, I can't really tell you. And we're back at square one because the part's too short. As you guys can see, it's got a lot of a gap, so I'm gonna have to throw in the old one. And so what it is, it's actually the shifter. So I'm gonna have to order a shifter, and I think this part should still work. So when I get the new shifter, I'll use it, but for now I have to throw in the old select rod. disassembled for now, but reverse, you can get in. Fifth, you can get in without hitting anything, but second and fourth hits this, so I can't put any of the trim back in, or else I would just not be able to get into those gears. But first, third, and fifth, I'll have this gap here, that's good. But the thing is, the shifter's really sloppy. So it's like extra long throws in the shifts. So I ordered a short throw shifter from Drift HQ. So we're gonna test if the short throw shifter is gonna help. It's keeping the factory shift knob piece, which I like. I have another knob, a new one that doesn't have this shit broken. So yeah, I'll make another video when we get to that point. But for now, thank you guys for watching my struggle of trying to fit a ZF transmission and shifting stuff inside this car. And yeah, see ya.